Good morning, Western Slope. Happy Thursday. I'm Dalen Brazelton. Let's talk about your weather. Folks, it's going to be another warm one here today for the Western Slope, but with some potential showers today, keeping us a little bit underneath that 90-degree mark that we were previously expecting. But still, upper 80s is no small feat as far as temperatures are concerned, and we are continuing to increase as we head into the weekend. We're still expected to see those 90s and really break past that as we head into the weekend as well. But like we mentioned, some chances for showers today, hopefully keeping us on the cooler side of that. Right now, we're waking up to 59 degrees in Grand Junction. Montrose, Delta seeing 51 degrees with Paonia and Nucla on either side of a mid-50 right now. Moab, though, seeing those mid-60s as well to kick off the day. Now, we've got some gusty outflow winds expected primarily in the afternoon, but we'll be seeing a little bit of those breezes throughout the morning, just those consistent ones. But as we head into the afternoon, folks, you can really start to see it begin to pick up. Now, we're hearing that for certain regions of the Grand Valley for yesterday, little pockets of convection got up into those 40-plus mile-an-hour wind speed ranges. Now, while on average you'll be seeing those 20-mile-an-hour areas, you may very well be feeling some stronger ones today. Maybe at even JUCO, where we've got two different games expected for today, as indicated by those baseballs over there. We got another 2 and 7 o'clock round for today, and you're going to see some pretty warm temps here, very similar to yesterday, with those upper 80s, and then going back down just a couple degrees for those evening hours here. Make sure you grab that sunscreen. Even though you're seeing some clouds in the sky, that UV is still a killer, folks. We've also got some of those wind speeds beginning to pick up, especially as those games are kicking off here, nearing 10 miles an hour just on average for Grand Junction. Now, over the next 12 hours, temperature's going to have a pretty gradual increase where those 80s heading our way maybe even before noon today, with the cloud coverage mainly happening in the afternoon and evening, keeping us a little on the cooler side. We were previously expected to see 90 degrees, and for some regions of the valley, you still might see that. We've got this pocket of cooler air sitting over the Midwest and kind of hitting the front range a little bit, but as you can see, the Western Slope not seeing any of that relief. In fact, a high pressure system kind of starting to push into the region, and that's really going to start to warm us up and dry us out. For that dog walking forecast, we got Parker hanging out with us here all week long, and it's going to be a good morning here. Mostly clear skies with temperatures kind of near the 60s to kick things off, and then really starting to ramp up as we head into noon. So if you can, I'd recommend taking your dog out maybe in those early morning hours if you can, because things are shaping up to be a beautiful morning indeed. For that pollen outlook, trees, grasses, and mold all still in that low category. Things finally starting to mellow out a little bit as we start our official countdown to summer here. Nothing really happening as far as weeds are concerned, but definitely still seeing a lot of those allergens in the sky. Now, we're seeing this high pressure kind of start to push into the region, and we're going to be feeling some of that heat, folks, but mainly concentrated right now over the Pacific regions, the West Coast, and then kind of pushing into Idaho a bit. But as you can see, that warm air starting to make its way right through the Western Slope. Now, while we've got chances for showers today, the big story is going to be Sunday night going into Monday, folks. You're going to want to grab your umbrella for the beginning of next week. Maybe want to break it out for today as well, though. Looking ahead at that Discovery Auto Group 7-day forecast, partly cloudy skies for today. Things are going to start to clear up, though, as we got some windy conditions and temperatures, well, nearing the 90s at the highest point of the day today, and then probably starting to break through that as we head into the weekend. Montrose, slightly cooler, still seeing some similar conditions, though, as far as those low 80s are concerned, and then continuing to warm up into the weekend. So expect a warm one ahead for the Western Slope.